Snowflake. Once upon a time, in a little town called Doncaster, a cheerful place filled with close-knit and friendly people, were the Schneiders. A fun and loving family of 3, Kurt, Olivia, and Rob. This was their most favorite time of the year, winter. Winters in Doncaster were the loveliest. The streets are covered in a bed of sparkling white snow and surrounded with children playing around, making snowballs and snowmen. One day, as the snow started to fall, the kids ran out to play. Kurt was out by the driveway shoveling the snow and watching Rob playing with the kids of the neighborhood. "Honey, tea is ready!"
"Coming, darling!"
They were a happy family, and they loved their son Rob dearly. However, the Schneiders always longed for the fairies to bless them with a little daughter. "Look at the little girls playing. How adorable they are! I would love to have one of our own, so I could brush her hair and dress her up in the prettiest dresses." Just as they were standing by the window, Kurt saw a few of the girls build a snowman.
"Honey, I have an idea. It's such a beautiful day. Why don't we go out and build a snowman with Rob?"
"That sounds lovely. I shall go and get your tools out from the garage."
"We could make a snow child. She shall be ours to love, and we shall love her dearly."
"That would be amazing." And so, Kurt got out his carving tools. Rob kept scooping out balls of snow, while Olivia went in to make them some hot cocoa with mini marshmallows in it. They began to shape out the little doll. They first made the body with little hands and made the feet with tiny little toes.
"Here, Papa, let's make a head now. This is so much fun. I can't wait for a little snowflake to be completed."
Snowflake. That's what we shall call her.
Then they carved out her chin and a cute little nose and made 2 beautiful eyes. He carefully carved out her lips. And there she was, all ready and complete. Just then, the snowfall had stopped, and peeking through the clouds, out came the sun, shedding a ray of light down on Snowflake. And suddenly, out came a little breath. Kurt fell back in surprise. Rob screamed out loud in excitement.
"Ah, Mama, she is alive!"
Oh my! What was that?
Rob's face brightened up in excitement as his eyes met hers, and her lips turned as red as raspberries as she smiled at them. Olivia ran out to see what had happened, and to her amazement, Snowflake turned to her, dropping off all the loose snow off her. "Oh my! It's a miracle! The fairies have actually blessed us!" And so they rejoiced and went inside. Snowflake grew fast. Every day she would grow bigger and smarter. All the children of the town would come by and play with Snowflake. One day, as winter had passed, Snowflake told her mother about the fairies of the earth and sky.
"The fairies of water are waiting for me, and as the sun shines brighter, I shall join them. Please don't be worried. You will still be able to see me down by the river before I leave."
"Oh, my Snowflake, what are you saying? I am not going to let you go anywhere."
"Mother, I have to. You see, I am the fairy of the water cycle. But don't worry, I will be back."
"But where will you go?"
"I will flow down the stream and fill the river, giving water to everyone in the town."
"But, honey..."
"Like I said, Mother, don't be worried. I will be back."
The next morning, Snowflake and Rob went with their friends to play by the river. They spent the morning playing games and singing songs on the grass. Just as the sun became brighter, Snowflake began to melt and sat by the river bank. After some time, she had melted and turned to water in the river.
"Hey, where did Snowflake go?" "She was just here, right? Snowflake! Snowflake!"
The kids looked around for her, but could not find her anywhere. Just then, Rob heard his name called out.
"Rob! Rob!"
"That sounds like Snowflake."
"I heard that too. It sounded like it came from the river."
They ran to the river where they saw a beautiful little girl floating in the water. It was Snowflake.
Tell Mama that I shall be back soon. I am now going with the water fairies.
Confused, Rob scratched his head and nodded and ran back to tell his mother about it. Meanwhile, Snowflake flowed along the stream and went with the water fairies. In the day, she would visit her friends at the bank and bring water for the people for them to drink and take home.
Here you go, ma'am.
Thank you, little one.
Oh, stop it.
All of the land was filled with life that she would bring with the water. As she flowed with the river, the flowers began to bloom and the grass grew greener. The birds flew around chirping and singing their melodious songs. Months passed, and summer was around the corner where the land was filled with warmth. The rays of the sun came down to play, and the kids too played by the river. They jumped in and swam with Snowflake as she flowed and took him along the water. Rob flowed up and down and around on the water.
This is so much fun.
It is now time for me to go up with the fairies of the sky. This is where I will evaporate and go up into the atmosphere. I will be flying in the air and flowing with the wind.
But why do you have to go? Can't you stay here and play with us?
If I don't go, then the wind will not blow and the flowers will not be able to pollinate. There will be no fresh air for you to breathe. Don't worry, I will be back soon.
And so, Snowflake had evaporated and went up into the sky. Flowing through the trees, she went around blowing the breeze. Kurt was out by the lawn mowing the grass when a light breeze brushed against him. He looked up and to his surprise, he saw Snowflake floating in the air.
Hello, Papa.
Oh, hello, my child. Olivia, look who's here.
Oh, how lovely it is to see you, my dear.
Oh, how fun it is to fly with the wind. I get to fly around the sky with the fairies of the sun by day, and at night I get to blow through the trees of the forest as the birds go to sleep. I shall be back home soon, Mummy and Papa. It's only some time before winter.
Take care, my love. With a blow of breeze, Snowflake flew into the sky. At last, winter had arrived, and the snow began to fall, coating the town with a white blanket.
Mama, Papa, it's snowing! It's snowing! It's time for Snowflake to come back home!
Finally, I've made some biscuits for her. They ran out into the yard to greet their little daughter, and just then, out of the snow came Snowflake, looking taller than before. She ran up to her parents and hugged them tight. I'm so glad to be back.
Oh, my little Snowflake. I am so happy you're back.
You won't leave us again, will you?
Oh, Robbie, I am the fairy of the water cycle, and I have been chosen by Mother Nature, the angel of the earth, to fill the land with water throughout the year. So, as time passes, each season I shall take the form of the water in its cycle, going from snow to water, which then evaporates to water vapor and come back down in the form of snow. But don't be sad, I will be with you in my many forms all through the year.
Oh, my little one, come on in now. I have made some of those biscuits that you like. And so they went inside and enjoyed the tea and biscuits, and Snowflake continued to bring happiness into the lives of the people of Doncaster as the fairy of the water cycle.